IBEKA's mission is to empower communities and develop independent and sustainable economies. From their theory of change, they believe community electrification, as a means rather than an end, is an excellent tool for initiating the process of community empowerment. In 2012 and 2015, IBEKA completed electrification projects in Kemangi Village, East Sumba, Indonesia, with widespread community support and involvement.
The really interesting thing about Sumba was that many of the old traditions have been preserved and are still part of daily life, like the rice harvest ceremony, slaughterings for funerals, family gatherings, and the Sumbanese language. Though change is definitely occurring rapidly.
As both of us were first-timers to be on Sumba, neither of us knew what to expect and were giddy with nervous curiosity.
Sumba Island sits in the far east of Indonesia, not far from the north of Australia.
When we first spotted Sumba, we shared the window evenly as we scanned the clash of tropical blue sea and the verdant rolling savanna.
As opposed to some of the other world-famous islands like Bali and Lombok, there are no terrace rice fields, smoking volcanoes, shadow puppets, massive temples, or draining reef break waves as displayed on every surf magazine cover in the US.
Google Earth did very little to prepare us for the beauty that was to be our home for the next 2 months. During our last 30 seconds of descent, we saw no roads, no buildings, and no signs of inhabitants. The vacant land scared Connor quite a bit. His eyes widened and he asked me, "Where's the airport?" 10 seconds went by and still no signs of infrastructure. Now this time, he asked loudly enough for the closest 5 rows to hear us. "Where's the airport?"
For the past century, Sumba has largely been a forgotten part of the country. Traveling to Kemangi from Wangapu, the largest city in East Sumba, takes anywhere from 1.5 to 4 hours depending on the vehicle and how many flat tires you get along the way. For those without a vehicle, a private bus services Wangapu once daily. The approximately 345 household village contains 5 major hamlets: Wangabewa, Lairoka, Umurundi, Ibahi, and Kalihi, and a small number of households scatter the outskirts of the village.
We spent the first week touring Kemangi. It's 11 kilowatt wind farm, its 37 kilowatt microhydro turbine, and its solar water pumping station. We learned about the installation process, costs, government involvement, and how Kemangi operated before electricity and easy water access. It was clear that the hike down to the river 15 minutes to several hours per day, depending on their home's location along the ridge. The first few weeks felt like play, but they were full of necessary introductions, observations, and acclimation to the habits, pace, and priorities of Kemangi. Without this time to grow our understanding of the people and structures around us, we would have gone into our research essentially blind.
Well, in the first place, People-Centered Business and Economic Institute, which we call it IBEKA, seeing that electricity is a tool for economic development. So we strongly believe that electricity is the backbone of economic development. So we would like to introduce electricity using renewable energy, which the source is available locally. Once the community has the electricity, it is really easy for us to push them to do the economic development, also utilizing local resources by having electricity as the main engine. For us, empowerment is giving a chance for local people to build themselves, to realize that actually they have a legal power, they have the potential to build on their own. What we need is introducing them to the means or tools how that they can build themselves.
My name is Petrus Lambawang. I'm staff IBEKA Foundation. I'm joined IBEKA 2011. dan saya berkesempatan mendapatkan dipilih oleh IBEKA untuk belajar bersama IBEKA di Pulau Jawa untuk kemudian kembali membangun desa Kamanggi. Dan IBEKA di sana mempunyai andil untuk membantu mencoba berkomunikasi dengan masyarakat supaya pembangunan itu bisa berkelanjutan. Saat ini desa Kamanggi sudah menikmati listrik 24 jam. Nah, tantangan selanjutnya terus apa yang kita harus lakukan adalah bagaimana listrik itu mempunyai manfaat lain, bukan hanya sekedar penerangan, bukan hanya sekedar nonton TV, tapi mempunyai bagaimana kita meng-create ekonomi masyarakat supaya meningkat dengan cara kita membuat ekonomi produktif seperti masyarakat kita ajarkan bertani, kita ajarkan untuk beternak yang baik sesuai ilmu yang berkembang di sini. Misinya IBEKA sendiri sebenarnya membangun masyarakat itu bukan dari atas, tapi kita coba datang ke community untuk membangun masyarakat, bagaimana mereka bisa mandiri secara ekonomi maupun secara energi sehingga bisa bersaing dengan masyarakat yang ada di kota, bahkan melebihi masyarakat yang ada di kota. Jadi keinginan itu yang coba saya dan kawan-kawan dari IBEKA, bagaimana caranya supaya bukan hanya kita yang di Jakarta, bukan hanya kita yang sekarang di Kamanggi yang menikmati listrik, tapi semua masyarakat desa pun bisa menikmati listrik dan bisa mengembangkan ekonominya, sehingga kita sama-sama menjadi negara yang mandiri.